and were is a Batman. Oh, ice cream on my tits. The Batman is out now in cinemas all around the world, and I thought I'd give it a view and then give you a review for you. So the Batman takes place in the seedy city of Manchester, Glasgow, no, Liverpool, Gotham City. It's a bit all over the show. Batman is in his second year of being a vigilante, and he's helping out police officer James Gordon to track down the serial killer that is murdering people around the town of, Gotham. So really, it's like a whodunit, although we all kind of know it's the Riddler. It gets a bit convoluted towards the end. Now, basically, this is only a short review. I just wanted to give you my thoughts on what I thought of the film. And at 3 hours, I thought my arse was going to cry in a minute. Very long indeed. Please take a pillow cushion with you. And a coccyx at the end of the film. When people got up and were like clapping, I was like, yeah! Not for the film, because of me back. So, initial thoughts. Is it any good? Is it worth seeing on the big screen? If you got the pennies and nothing to do this weekend, yeah, see it on the big screen. It's very cinematic, like the Dark Knight series by Christopher Nolan. Matt Reeves has got an eye for cinematography. It looks great. It's put well together. Bit dark in places for 3 hours. But it's well shot, brilliant noir type pacing, very slow burn, hence the long film so back. So you can kind of appreciate the characters more. So reading a comic very slowly, but I kind of appreciated that. So I kind of got into that world. There's sort of a Seven, Blade Runner, Manhunter vibe about it. Definitely worth it, and I can guarantee anybody living in the auditorium, 1 out of 3 people must have been going, dun, 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 or whatever the music went by Michael M. Once again, he's dipping his toes into the superhero genre. He's done Incredibles. He's had to go to Marvel. He's obviously done Doctor Strange, and he's done Spider-Man. And now he's doing Batman. But in this case, the music isn't overwhelming. It's a tune almost like an earworm will stick in your head, but it's not really bombastic. It's just a sometimes it's on a piano, ding ding ding. So that will kind of stick in your head for a while. But I'm glad he did it, and it kind of adds to the flavour of the film, which is slow. The other question you're probably asking yourself is, how big are your tits? No, how is Robert Pattinson in the film? Well, do you know what? I reckon he was a very good Batman. He's Bruce Wayne. He's how we see Robert Pattinson really a bit that type of mopey sort of thing. But he kind of goes with the character because obviously he lost his parents and he's a bit grieving still. But this is a quite a good role for Batman because in the film he's mostly Batman, which can't go wrong with that. And this is what I kind of liked about the film. It, for once, dwells on it being a detective. It's a detective story. He's trying to find out who the murderer is in this tale of corruption. And he even says the world's greatest detective. I think that's the phrase. But you know what I mean? Yeah, instead of being an action-packed romp all the way through, with set pieces, and he happens to come across these villains, no, he's tracking them down, he's following the clues. So in that respect, I liked him in that role. He doesn't look too bulky. He uses his normal voice. There's no Alfred, swear to me! And there's none of that. He just goes, morning, been a murder. Well, it works anyway for me. That's the point with voices. The guy in charge before Jim Gordon gets his commission role, his voice threw me out because he comes in big burly guy. You see him on the advert, he's got like a beard and glasses. I thought it was Colin Farrell originally before we found out it was him, the Penguin. Anyway, he's got like a greying beard, glasses, frame like me. And he sort of barges his way through to like, what's going on? Get rid of him! Get rid of Batman, he shouldn't be here, because Batman keeps popping up on the crime scenes. So he barges in and goes, hey, what's he doing? And the voice just comes out of nowhere, like, what the fuck? The voice doesn't go with the body. That was one thing that really threw me, but it made me laugh. So what about the rest of the performances? Well, and this is only my opinion, so don't be throwing rotten tomatoes at me. But I honestly thought the performances were fine. They were good. Zoe Kravitz in particular was really good as Selina Kyle. She brought her own charm, which works with Robert Pattinson. You know, the young guy at the end of the day. They look great, especially how it was shot by Matt Reeves with these silhouettes and they're kind of coming onto each other, and it worked. And especially with the wigs and the disco where she works, she's absolutely amazing. And she had a bit of a backstory in all why she was on the scene and doing what she was doing. Again, far cry from your Michelle Pfeiffer, Tyler Berry, thank God. It was a completely different character, but again, we've seen this illustration before, it's just done differently. I don't like the mask, like she was half a balaclava, it was just like half a, oh, that'll do. Again, she looked the part, and she did fine. As did Andy Serkis, he was fine. Is he the best Alfred? No. No way. No, I still think Michael Gough and definitely Michael Caine are definitely right at the top. Unfortunately, I just found him to be Andy Serkis in a nice mood. Oh, he was more serious in this. Even Jeremy Irons was a lot better. It is the weakest Alfred, but again, he's not given a lot to do, and what he does is fine. Even John Turturro's in it. In one respect, he plays a good role because I was surprised he was in it. But again, he's played this role before. He can do it in his sleep, so that's no biggie. I think the disappointing role out of the lot is the Riddler guy. His name, I'll try and remember. Paul. It's good Google, isn't it? Paul Dano, who's the Riddler. Alright, he's got a mask on most of the way through the film. All I'll say is, if you've ever watched Hollywood Babylon, the Kevin Smith podcast with Ralph Garman, there's a section in it called Exquisite Acting. Now, I know that he's playing a Catholic guy, and a lot of it he's done on a phone. There's a lot of scenes where he rings up people and he's video calling them with his mask on. And he's doing this wacky cackle, and I was just thinking, that's exquisite acting. There's a few drops below fine. And to be fair, I'm not keen on the actor, but he's got his fans. He's great in other films. There Will Be Blood. I've yet to be sort of like, he was good in that. I've not been blown away by him, and I definitely weren't blown away by him in this. Well, a few people are, but that's a spoiler. Oops. Oh, what the hell? Spoilers! No, when he's got his thing, no. I would say not fine. All the rest of the actors, fine. It's fine. As is the film, it's fine. And to be fair, I felt the first hour was his strongest. When I was watching, I thought, this could be the best Batman film. No word of a lie, I thought the way Robert Pattinson came across, I thought he's doing a Daniel Craig as Bond there. He's blown everybody away. He's the new Batman. He's the right age because he's obviously starting out. And just the cinematography and the story being a detective story, like I said, which I thought, I'm interested, you've got my attention. Yeah, it's a slow burn, but it kind of worked. But then it kind of, other plot threads and twists were coming in, and it just actually got convoluted. And towards the end, I was uncomfortable, and I was like nodding off, and hurry up and finish. Which I shouldn't be thinking that during a Batman film. But it wasn't boring. It was just, what we're talking about now. Who's doing this to who? We know the body is. Why are you bringing in more bodies that are not needed? So on the whole, it's like I will definitely go back to watch it. I'll definitely have to, because I said that first hour was great. Second hour, okay. There's a funny bit where he's using one of his Batman toys, which it's normally Batman. He just uses something and gets away, and he's happy as Larry. But obviously, because he's starting out, it doesn't quite go right. And I wish he'd just done a bit more of that. A bit like in Mission Impossible 4, the fourth one, the Ghost Protocol. Nothing works in that thing. Every time he's like using this message will self-destruct in 5 seconds and nothing happens, and he has to pat it to go off. Little things like that. He needed more of that, I think. That might have made the film a lot better and less of the plot things. So it's definitely worth a watch. Definitely worth it if you're streaming it. If you like I said, you've got the pennies and you've got the time, go and see the cinema because it's well photographed, but it is long. So I would recommend TV more than the cinema, but I'm not one to diss the cinema because it looked perfect on the big screen. But bear that in mind, I do think the film is fine. Starts off great and then just gets a bit up its arse. And for me, the joy of watching it really was watching the acting, being a Batman film, and spotting the locations. I've definitely recognised Liverpool in there. So that's pat the back for me. But that's it. So that's basically my thoughts, quick thoughts on Batman. Definitely worth seeing. I would give it... Yeah, I'd give it... It's fine. 6.5 out of 10. I said... I would say Dark Knight Rises territory. That sort of scale was just a bit longer, a bit more slower. And like I said, there's aspects of pacing, a bit like Manhunter, Blade Runner, Heat. There's another one I thought of when I was watching it. I've seen this before. 7, like that. It's a very nice, a very slow pace, but you kind of appreciate it on the characters. But every now and then I said, "Come on, hurry up." But don't worry, it's fine. So yeah, I would give it a juicy batty 6.5 out of 10. Definitely worth seeing if you've got the time and strong arse muscles. Right, well that's me done. Who's your favourite Batman? Do you think Robert Pattinson's got the teeth to cut it as Bruce Wayne Batman, in your opinion, if you've not seen it? What did you think of the car? What is your personal favourite Batman film? Just let me know. Let's talk Batman. Just comment below and let me know. And we'll have a little chat. Another review soon. I've not been into pictures a lot recently. I've only watched Bond and Spidey. Not really. I didn't want everybody to do Spider-Man, but I thought, no, I'll do Batman. I'll do a review. And that is my review. Right, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you soon, and some reactions coming up very soon. And please subscribe. A lot of you don't subscribe who watch. Naughty, come on. I need your views. I need to make these bigger. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again. Stay safe and keep on mooching. Take care.